touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They feel the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Kicker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's got Fuller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Carr. He's got him in. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 32 on the play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
6-18.
Now Carr again. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On second and goal, Carr forced out to his left. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Running game working them, and he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up.
Do you remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, second and goal. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Drake London, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7.
Chiefs 10, Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Carr. Steps away. And his throw here is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 38, Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Julian Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Reed. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side. There's London. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! Drake London. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The return is Reed. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got his man. It's London. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and that. He will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Carr now on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up,